TOMCAM TV. Today we're here to speculate about the Elden Ring movie.
Big rumors swirling around on the internet. Alex Garland being tapped by A24 to direct an Elden Ring movie?
That's pretty wild.
It sounds like total out of fan rumor casting. I can't believe it, really.
Yeah.
I really can't believe it, but at the same time, I kind of can. It's right up the weird kind of twisted philosophical stuff that both Alex Garland and A24 have wrestled with. He did Ex Machina, the fan favorite, as well as Annihilation, my favorite. I read the book. I really liked the book. It was much different from what Alex did with the movie, but I still enjoyed the movie regardless. I thought the movie was fascinating in its own right. Mm-hmm. Both employed the same kind of ideas. So I would be interested in Alex's take on an Elden Ring movie, but with his recent fare with Civil War and then Warfare, it's hard for me to see him doing it. What do you think?
I think he's a good choice. I think with his experience with Warfare and, well, basically, like you said, with his movies before, with Ex Machina and what was the other one?
Annihilation.
Annihilation. Right, Annihilation. Yeah. Those two mixed with what he did with Warfare and Civil War, I think both of those, all four of those experiences will give him exactly what he needs to make Elden Ring. It's a fantasy realm with crazy, wild, godlike elements, very sci-fi elements, but he makes it very grounded and very real and makes you really feel the universe that this is. That I think Alex Garland's actually a really good pick for it.
It's a good take on it. It's a good take on it. The cosmic horror of it all makes sense.
Yeah.
I do see where you're coming at with it.
You know who I think would make a cool director or whatever for it? Damon Lindelof.
Damon Lindelof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he could do something really cool with that. Like what he did with Watchmen afterwards with that.
That's an interesting choice. Maybe for a series like everybody keeps calling for. And I agree, honestly, on that front. I don't know how you condense Elden Ring into a 2.5-hour movie. That's my biggest kind of concern with adapting it into that format of a movie. So, everybody calling for a series, I hear you. I agree with you. I'm calling for that too, to be honest with you. And I could see them honestly doing a smaller, shorter story with the Elden Ring movie and then spinning that off into franchises, because who doesn't love a good franchise?
Right. I mean, yeah, you can easily make Elden Ring into a saga easily.
Yeah.
Easily make 6 movies out of Elden Ring and that storyline and that entire world. Yeah. Cash cow. A24 is on it, man. A24 is just on a roll.
If they are.
Yeah. Those are just rumors.
The people
but
looking at the rights to Elden Ring. But it seems right up their alley since they are confirmed to be doing Death Stranding with Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
To be honest, that they'd go after another very popular video game property, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And
video game movies are hot right now. Minecraft's doing really good. Mario Brothers did really good. I mean, come on.
Elden
Ring just makes
really,
sense.
Really awesome, though. I love Elden Ring. I totally see why they would want to go after Elden Ring and the crazy, juicy stuff that is inside of it. So that's what I want to do here today, actually, is kind of speculate and go back and forth on what we think we could see in an Elden Ring movie.
Okay.
How would you adapt it?
Yeah,
what
how
would
do
you
you
put
adapt
in there?
that?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a story of just a Tarnished from the very beginning, like in the game, how you kind of just like are introduced to the world and you just do shit? Or is it like a prequel? What do you...
I don't know. It's hard to say.
How do you adapt a non-linear single-player story? How do you do that?
It's interesting because you wonder about if they're going to focus on a player character like the Tarnished, obviously, or if they just take the player out of the equation and do something prequel-esque. Like going with Marika's story before she shattered the Elden Ring and tells the story before the assassination of her favorite son happened. I say favorite son, I'm pretty sure it was her favorite son because she was very grief-stricken.
Yeah.
I think they could go a lot of different routes with this story.
Yeah.
There's so much in the game already.
Right.
And we're not even talking about the shadow of the Erd tree.
Yeah.
Along with it.
Right.
So...
Yeah. And then we don't even know what's coming out in Night Rain either. We don't know if that's a prequel or if that's like added on to our current knowledge of the Lands Between. So when it comes to the movie, there's so many directions that they can go with it. And it's so easy to do it. And I say easy. It's not easy at all. I don't know why I said that. It's not easy. It's hard. It's going to be really hard to do it right. It's going to be really hard to do it right, and there's going to be a lot of ways that you can mess it up.
Yeah.
To take a single-player game like this, that kind of experience, that kind of, like, unlinear story, like, there's parts that are, you know, there are parts that are consecutive, you know, that you have to get to, you know?
Yes, there are certain barriers you have to... certain thresholds, I should say.
Right. You have to beat this boss to get to the next area or whatever.
Yes.
But you can do whatever you want in this area. So to take all of that, you know, random
I think
story...
it's a little more, than you can do whatever you want in this area. There is story bits in every area.
Yeah.
There is a little chunk of lore hidden underneath the cracks in every area there. So I'm just curious as to what they bring to screen. Yeah. And if it is, like you said, a player-focused thing, how they depict the Tarnished when the Tarnished has been everybody who's played this game. Over 30 million players, or 300 million, I think, even more.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a huge hit.
Yes.
So, I mean... turning this movie and turning that game into a movie, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it makes sense that they do that.
Do you think that they'll go along with the plot line, like not a plot line, but dying? Like, do you think they'll incorporate dying in some way?
If they incorporate dying, I mean, like, if we're talking character death, obviously there will be death and destruction in the movie, for sure.
For sure.
But if we're talking about the rune of death being stolen and the way the Tarnished always comes back, which I assume is what you're talking about, it could be kind of cool to do something like Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise's movie based on a manga, which I'm sure is based on a game. It feels like I read that somewhere. Check me on that. We're not referencing anything. We're just going off the top of our tongues, folks.
Yep.
But I think that could be cool if they did take that route of having the Tarnished just die and then come back again. And he's always constantly forced to always be on this journey and doing these battles. I think that could be kind of funny. And it could be comedic in a way.
Yeah, but do you think that would kind of diminish almost what he, like this, do you think that would get rid of all of the stakes? Because if he could just die over and over again, and he knows that he can just die over and over again, then there's no stakes, there's no, like, tension for progression, because he can just die 100 times, and eventually he'll beat it.
Honestly, bro, as someone who's played this game over 600 hours, sometimes there are fates worse than death. Just constant battle over and over. You're just subscribed to battle.
I mean, that is what they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So that could add to the insanity and the psychoticness of the movie and add to the craziness of the world is that, this guy is just going to have to keep doing this shit over and over and over again.
Yes.
He's subjected to doing this. He's destined to be the Elden Lord. If they do go that route, this character is destined to be the Elden Lord, and he gets revived every time he dies.
That's the Tarnished for you. Speaking of speculative plot outlines,
yeah,
I have what I think could be kind of a cool one.
Oh yeah? Let's hear it.
It somewhat follows what I said earlier of following the shattering, but the shattering would most likely occur as more of a third act. I would love to see them follow the story of Mesmer and Marika. That mother-son relationship. Okay. Mesmer is a very interesting character to me. I thought his cutscenes were some of the best in Shadow of the Erdtree. I was really just taken by him. Mm-hmm. I think that could be a really cool fire and light. Without fire, there can be no light, mother. But she banishes him anyway. And we could see some of the most fucked up lore that I think is present in there, which is the stuffing of her people into jars and then the subsequent stuffing of the others into jars. That's so fucked to me. The jar people, and that's a big part of all of that, I believe. So
yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
I think that could be really interesting. I don't think they'll make that. I think Radon and Melania's fight will be one of the big set pieces because that's the cutscene they used in the trailer. I think that's one of the big, huge imagery pieces that they really want to hit, as well as the Elden Ring itself, the symbols, the glowing gold light, the Hallig tree, the Erd tree, everything up there. They're definitely going to depict some of that. I think it could be really spectacular visually. Yeah. Speaking cinematography wise, I think we're talking large format. It's a scale of the likes of not necessarily Dune, I suppose, but in its own way, it kind of is. It's so dense.
It kind of embraces Lord of the Rings almost in a little bit when it comes to their world building, when it comes to their travel, all the travel shots, of all them walking around and everything, all the big scenery pieces and how lush everything is. The environment tells a story on top of the story itself. Elden Ring is a perfect opportunity to add for some really cool cinematography, some really cool shots, really cool visuals, and you can go to a lot of cool places on this planet and, make that happen. You don't have to do that with CGI. You can go somewhere and make it happen and make it look like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it live action, and I hope whoever they choose to direct it will embrace the vision of Elden Ring and what, the beauty that it is visually.
Oh, they have to. I mean, that's the biggest part of it. It's award-winning art direction. It's that has to be on point.
Yeah.
They need to be visually faithful to everything in the game. The Easter eggs will mean everything to the fans. They know it.
Yeah.
Elden Ring is ripe for cinematic adaptation. As far as the length goes, though, it is hard to say. The themes, however, make sense with the rumored people attached. Alex Garland, A24. The cycle of decay and renewal.
Yeah.
Life and death. All of the imagery, the strange things that happen, the abstract avant-garde cutscenes of the bosses and the portrayal of the way the society works in this strange world. I think it could be really fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
To see on screen.
Oh,
I do. I think they could be super
absolutely
neat. I think the Windmill Village is a must.
Yeah. Yeah. All
ladies.
those psycho crazy dancing
Even
ladies
if it's
out
just
there.
one shot of them just passing by, Lord of the Rings style. Like
there's gonna be so many Easter eggs in that movie.
Yeah. It's just the Easter eggs alone will spend about a quarter of the budget probably with the effects they're gonna have to pull.
Oh yeah.
I got Tilda Swinton as Melania.
I would love it. I mean, Tilda Swinton's an amazing actress, and that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I can totally see that. Hell yeah.
Kate Blanchett as Marika probably.
I was thinking Kate Blanchett would play a role in this movie at some point.
Yeah, I know. It feels straight up her alley, man.
Yeah.
It'll be better than Borderlands, please. No.
Yeah. Oh my God, please.
No offense.
I mean, you don't have to try real hard to be better than Borderlands.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Yeah.
I think the titular character, the main tarnished actor, the person who should play the lead actor going through the whole thing, Tom Holland. I'm just kidding. I don't want. I'm sorry. I like Tom Holland. But
I was like, that's
tarnished? No, everybody. No, I was like, everybody wants Tom Holland. Everything. I thought it was like
Dave Bautista, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why we're not in casting. Because I have no idea who could play that. To be honest with you, I'd rather it be all, like, new people. Like, people I have no idea. You know what I mean? Like, just to be completely disassociated from anything. Like, I can't see anybody... Like, it's... If there's going to be a big famous actor, right? If there's going to be a big famous actor that wants to play the titular role... They're going to want to have to show their face. I'm thinking people like Brad Pitt or like Keanu or Pedro. I like all those people, but they all like have to have their face shown. Like that's just like an actor thing. But like if you're an up and coming dude, like they don't give a shit about that. They just want to act good. So like I think if you just give everybody a good shot and just make it fucking real and raw from the beginning and let everybody just give their real raw performance.
I think that's fine for the tarnish. But there definitely has to be some big name actors in order to get an audience in
Oh,
seats.
for sure, yeah.
They want more than just the gamer community.
That's where Tilda Swinton and Kate Blanchett come in.
Of course. For Mesmer, I've got Timothée Chalamet.
Oh.
It's just him. No.
See, it's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard. Who do you cast for these roles?
For Ronnie the Witch, Anya Taylor-Joy. That one I could see.
Oh, yeah. I love it. People are already simping hard for Rainey, so, I mean, they're going to simp even harder if it's Anya Taylor-Joy.
That's good. That's good. Who do you think could be cast in the Elden Ring movie, guys?
Let us know in the comments. Yeah. Please, if you have any ideas, who should direct it?
Yeah.
Who should write it? Who's going to write the movie? Who's going to write it? Who's going to direct it? Who do you want to see in it?
Alex Garland has 2 other movies to write after 28 Years Later comes out. Or maybe he's already written them. Who knows? But
he's going to write 28 eons later after this one.
Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, I don't know.
It's probably out there in a press release somewhere.
But is it going to be Elden Ring? Is he going to write Elden Ring? Is he going to write the Elden Ring movie?
Who knows?
Who's going to write the Elden Ring movie?
Let us know in the comments. We'll see how this video ages.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We'll come back here once we get some more actual information on it.
Yes, we will. Cheers. Happy Elden Ring Night Rain Month.
What was that?
Get this shot of me on my camera.
I'm sorry.
That's so funny.